Hello. You should know that your leaders are selected for you in the same manner a magician forces a card upon you. It's not hard to do. And the reason they do this is because your ruling elite decided a long time ago that democracy was too important to be left up to the people. Thus, they rig the elections. But they don't have to stuff ballot boxes. All they have to do is force two candidates into the national election that they know that they can control. And this is what they do year after year. Have you ever wondered why you get the worst two choices possible? Have you ever wanted to know why you get two cardboard cutouts who are always faithful to the establishment? It's because they were forced upon you by the media, which is controlled by the powers that be. Now remember, the media controls the minds of men. So if perchance there's a candidate that they, the ruling elite and their media, do not like, they can make up the most ridiculous reasons why you should not vote for them. And there have been many examples over the years. Bob Dole was not acceptable because he was bitter. John McCain was not acceptable because he got angry, as if no other president ever got angry, as if Harry Truman never uttered a swear word, as if LBJ never dressed anyone down. Bruce Babbitt was unacceptable because he didn't look presidential. Now, these are real reasons, folks. I'm not making them up. I've lived a long time. I've seen a lot of BS. Rick Perry was not acceptable because he couldn't remember the third item on a list, or because his parents either owned or leased a summer camp that had a rock upon which was imprinted a racist term. But the winner of this contest of ridiculousness was poor John Anderson in 1980. John Anderson was deemed unacceptable, and I now want you to imagine a cart pulling a horse because nobody would vote for him. That's right. We were told that John Anderson couldn't win because no one would vote for him. Therefore, you shouldn't vote for him. I want you to think about that one. As preposterous as that is to believe, that is what was forced upon the people. And the people who never asked questions, and trust me, there's millions of them, just went along and accepted it. And they voted dutifully. This is how your mainstream candidates are chosen. The ruling class controls the media, which controls the minds of men. Now, if there's a candidate the ruling elite favor, that candidate can usually do no wrong in the mind of the media. That candidate can engage in all sorts of corruption and sexual shenanigans, and the media will either not report it or they will call it yesterday's news. They'll say that the story has already been covered, that it has no legs. And this is why you always get a candidate who always does what the ruling class wants. And if perchance that candidate gets in office and doesn't do what the ruling class wants, trust me, the ruling class has a million ways, just like the mob, to make them get inside a car. They can make the candidate do whatever they want by drying up their financial support or by releasing salacious and scandalous dirt on the candidate. And if the candidate or official still doesn't do what they want, the ruling elite get rid of them the old-fashioned way. And you know what that means. Ergo, you live in a shamocracy. Out.